Welcome back, everybody, to the Shoot Style Sauna. We are here once again, a bit more during the daytime. And oh, wait, someone knocked on my door. Oh, hey, it's a promotion far off to the east. How you doing? Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Shoot Style Sauna Wrestling Podcast. Once again, joined by the King of Shoot Style, Stel, and as always, joined by my friends Sam and Eric. How are the both of you doing?
Thriving, Stelios. Thriving.
I like that. You like Eric? That terminology.
I'm doing okay.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had before we started today, we had technical difficulties with Zoom because Zoom decided to be very cool, but we were able to figure things out.
Cool.
Now.
Very cool.
Very weird internal things that we probably didn't figure out. But Eric did get a new laptop recently, so maybe it was some weird compatibility, stupid bullshit with that. But we are here to talk about the wrestling. As I alluded to, a certain door may have been open. We're talking about this first. We're getting to the headlines because this is probably the most topical thing this week aside from the Rumble. So, yeah, for those who didn't watch AEW Dynamite this week, at the end of the show, we saw a six-man tag between Bullet Club USA, as I like to call them, and Death Triangle Paradigm, something like that. Very thrown together tag team, but of course, fun match. And then it ended with, I think, Moxley trying to kind of go after Omega, but then he was jumped by a mystery assailant. And then as he removes the hat and unzip his jacket, it is revealed to be from Bullet Club, Kenta. And they play up the whole IWGP stuff. They mention the man with the briefcase. Like, ooh, they're mentioning it now. And after the show, it seemed to be cemented that New Japan and AEW are going to be working together in the future. So everything we've been alluding to for the past year, the Forbidden Door being teased by Jericho last year in the Tokyo Dome, it seems to be now kicked down, all because of goddamn Kenta. What a heel. How are you guys feeling about it, given that we all like to cover both sides of the coin here?
Super excited.
Yes.
Super excited, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much because I think this was just the deal they made to get Moxley to New Beginning USA to face Kenta. And this is kind of maybe just a one-off thing for now.
I'm getting my hopes up. I think they've secretly had some sort of alliance, and they've just been misleading us this last couple of years. I'm stoked.
I mean, letting Jericho go to the Tokyo Dome last year and still letting Moxley work both sides is kind of like
exactly.
But also, New Japan's had new leadership since the fall, haven't they? And they feel like we kind of wanting to work together more openly, from what I understand, compared to their past leadership. So there's that factor to it. I'm fine with it. It's just a matter of plus we still have travel restrictions because COVID and everything, so we can't see. We won't get the full benefit of it just yet. We might see the New Japan strong people come up, so Fred Rosser, El Phantasmo when he's around in the States, other people like that. But it'll still be a while until we see a big moment where I don't know, Naito comes out on Dynamite with LIJ and they make a cameo, which will be when that happens. That'll be massive. And the idea that I had, I don't know if it's gonna happen on which side of the fence, but there's gonna be a time where it's gonna be either Ibushi or Omega win a big title defense, and then the other one comes out to have a moment with them. It's oh shit, it's actually happening now. That's gonna happen at some point. An idea that I had that could not, this won't happen for a year, is that Omega's talking in the ring about how nobody can stop the one-winged angel, and lights go down, and here he comes, and here comes Ibushi with both belts. It's hey, remember me? And it's oh.
I thought you were gonna say Okada or something.
Well, because Ibushi's the one person who kicked out the one-winged angel. At least I think.
Nope, Okada.
Okay, I was about to say Okada had to at some point, right? Because
he's just there in their 7-star match at 2 out of 3 falls at Dominion 2018.
I can imagine.
17?
Yeah, it makes sense. Because that was 18. That's one that Omega won, because that's an hour-long match. If you can go that whole match with hitting the one-winged angel and getting 2 falls on Okada, that's pretty impressive. That makes sense because they always play the Ibushi kicked out of it, but I always forget no, I think Okada did too, and I think Hangman's going to eventually, as I talked about on here before too. But the first thing they're doing, I guess, in the now of things, what they are doing coming up is that next week at time of recording, they are doing an inter-promotional match where it's going to be the Bullet Club, which is Omega and Kenta, taking on Moxley and Archer, 2 men who are very no stranger to one another, in a lights-out, falls gun anywhere match. It's going to go at least a half hour, considering the guys in this match. Any ideas what can happen with that? Because they also have a graphic of Moxley with the U.S. title on the AEW website. So, he's going to have the belts.
It's crazy. It's 2 former IWGP the current and the former IWGP US Heavyweight Champion Archer and Moxley taking on Kenta and Omega.
Omega was the inaugural US champion too, wasn't he?
Omega was, yeah.
Yeah, so you have 3 of them, and then one who's really involved because he has the briefcase. So it's kind of cool to see people who have at least some kind of affiliation with that title right now, all coming together. And another thing I mentioned, I don't know if anybody saw the social media exclusive where it's Omega and Kenta are talking backstage like after the angle happened. He's like, "Oh yeah, Switchblade didn't tell me to expect you," and I'm like, "Oh shit." So they're gonna have the whole Bullet Club overarching angle come into play on Dynamite 2 eventually.
Bullet Club
probably
versus
not.
Bullet Club.
I mean, that's what Tama Tonga's saying, because Tama Tonga's like, "Oh, this is a fake Bullet Club, blah blah blah. We don't work with other people," and I'm like,
they're definitely gonna do that.
They have to, because it's kind of like 2018 all over again, because there was like the Elite versus the Bullet Club, and then the Elite left, and then that's going to make them all leave, go form AEW, and then they all ran away basically. So if we could see that again, this time it's actual.
What if AEW? What if AEW is just the greatest work of all time?
It was all like New Japan's idea. They just sent them as spies to form their own promotion. No, it's actually just funded by New Japan because they have so much money from them.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin.
They do a higher power angle,
story.
And then someone in the room comes out, they unmask, and it's who's is it Harold May or somebody else now? I don't know who it would be, or it could be Gato because he books New Japan.
I was gonna say Gato if anyone.
Yeah, Gato comes out and says, "Oh, it was me, Tony Khan. It was me all along.
I gotta grab a tissue.
Even you bought it. Even the Jacksonville Jaguars bought it. Now he owns the stadium. They turn the Jaguars into like it's a Tokyo football team instead. That would be hilarious. But I'm thinking like too.
Yoda Tsuji can be their quarterback.
There you go. Do you play football?
He did. He played American football. That's what he went to college for.
Wait, who did?
Oh shit. One of the young lions.
Young lion Yoda Tsuji or Japanese Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I know who he's talking. I seen him like once or twice. I know the only young lion I know the most is Uemura because I see him a lot. But yeah, that's a lot to think about. But I guess like once COVID's more under control, like what would be some things that you guys would want to see? Like I guess like your biggest thing that you'd want.
I want this to be a slow burn. I don't want it to happen right away. Exactly. I'd want to just be like Twitter feuds and like just like backstage comments, just like slight insults, and then like something big happening at like possibly a Wrestle Kingdom, and they could do like some deal with American network and somehow get that on American TV. Yeah,
because they recently announced that they're going to have a partnership. I think Roku TV.
Oh,
so nice. They have that going on. So they're going to be back on that there between like US, Canada, and the UK is what their big spots are. That's where they're going to be like broadcasting like their next weekly show, which is going to be on Thursdays, I believe. So there's that going on. And then, yeah, aside from that, it's kind of like it's going to be a very like it's going to take time because of travel restrictions. We don't know what's going to happen for a good while. But this is a interesting way to start. And it's exciting because, you know, all these teams are coming together. Well, factions, promotions are coming together. It feels like there's territories again because, you know, we have AEW, we have NWA, we have the Impact roster, now we have New Japan. Who knows what'll be next? Who will join the crop? Maybe a fairly smaller promotion. You think MLW could come up in the future?
I was just about to say, yeah, definitely MLW.
Because that's a very smaller promotion. I feel like that could benefit from like a bigger like exposure. I know like people like Jacob Fatu or some people that folks really like. I think it's where Leo Rush, I think, is signed to now because I know he can appear anywhere else, but I know he also appears on New Japan. So there's a lot going on.
I've also had. I think I had a crazy thought the other day. Like, what if fucking what are they called now? MSK could be like maybe some way for NXT to step up into the game. I don't know. I was just thinking random shit the other day.
MSK is tricky because Trey Miguel's back in Impact,
and that's what I was saying. Like, so like, what if they? Like, I thought they were best friends like in real life, but I
think they are. But I think like Trey didn't want to go there. It looks like because they didn't sign Trey right away. But Trey left Impact originally. But it also could be a thought that maybe Trey actually signed for AEW and he's actually leading them on in the storyline.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be a thing, and he turns on them. We'll have to see with that.
And if they ever decide to just fucking start the war storyline between NXT and AEW, like, there you go. I mean,
is that really a war? Let's be real, guys. I look at that as
not like really a war, but like.
I mean, but you would have to have like AJ Styles move down to NXT, so you got, you know, Balor, Cole, and Styles.
Yeah.
The Bullet Club leaders there. Club. Yeah. That's right. I mean, remember that episode where where the OC was on NXT, like during the Survivor Series field. That was a cool episode.
That was cool. That was cool.
And now Gallows Anderson jumped the ship. Now
yeah,
it's so weird looking back now because Gallows Anderson have been on both shows now, whereas AJ, who was supposed to be in the first episode, remember that was like one thing that almost happened, which is crazy to think about too. AJ and him being a fan of all the little things. All right, that's enough of this, a quick impromptu sauna seat. Let's head into the actual one count. Count where we We're not seeing some other news. So another thing that happened this week. Hey, the Rumble happened.
Oh,
That show that we all really excited for. Just a quick recap. Let's see. Pre-show was the pre-show. New women's tag champions, as we all predicted. Pretty straightforward stuff. Drew McIntyre thankfully beat Goldberg. And actually,
Thank
I thought was
Thank God.
pretty.
Thank God.
Actually, was like okay because I thought of in terms of a match, but Finishers Fest. They turned all the finishers on in 2K, and that's your result. Wasn't that bad. And yeah, right result. Women's championship match. Sasha Banks won. I think it was an all right match. Reginald got thrown out for no good reason, in my opinion, because he caught the woman, didn't do anything after that, but he got thrown out. Made no sense. Women's Rumble match, very exciting. I think preferred this one to the Men's Rumble, not as like an overall package. A lot of good moments, a lot of good showcase of new talent, a good amount of NXT. We saw some legends come back too. Jillian Hall, for example, which I did not see coming. And then Victoria, was good seeing her back.
That was great.
It was really nice to see her because she was supposed to be in the Rumble, I think, last year. But then she came back for this year instead, which it was cool seeing like some old faces of the past come back. There weren't a ton either, which is cool because you still get the blend of modern and like a little bit of the past. And then came down to I thought we got like the mini match at the end, really exciting stuff. But there is that Eric mentioned it before we went live. There was that moment where Bianca pulled the Rock in what was it, 2000?
2000, yeah.
Shit. Yeah, it's like, oh no, but thankfully it wasn't like terrible. And so at the end we had that cool mini match, kind of like not as good as like Taker Sean, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
And Bianca won the whole thing, pretty abrupt. Well, it was like kind of pretty sudden, but it makes sense for a Rumble. Clothesline, out over the top rope, the classic elimination, and a very kind of real feeling ending. Bianca, very humble, very real feeling speech. And I saw the video of her backstage at Montez of like embracing it. It was just like really heartwarming stuff in a time like this. How did you guys feel about the Women's Rumble for those who have seen it?
I thought it was good. I thought the only thing I was kind of like iffy about was Bianca, like she did that like almost eliminated like thing, like hanging on the second rope. Like with Bianca did it like a bunch of times during the match, and I thought it was a little bit of overkill.
Mm-hmm. When you're in for number 3, you got to figure some stuff. That's what I'm thinking because you're in there for a long time already. And like there's that weird production where like they didn't get Bayley's elimination because that's what's like been as a big deal. Because it's like, oh shit,
I saw that. Yeah, they did get Bayley's.
And I'm like, oh god, I hope they fix that in the network version because like she was. I thought she was gonna be the Iron Woman because it came from number 1, can work a really long time, has done a lot of work the past year, but no, like halfway through the match she's gone. I'm like, oh shit, that's a bit surprising. But yeah, it was just a good Rumble.
Bury Bayley now.
I mean, she's kind of doing whatever she wants right now, so it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool
I didn't get to see the
selfless.
match, but I heard it was pretty fire. But no,
yeah, I think it's actually. I think it's an overall Rumble. I think it's been the best overall women's Rumble. Like, all the way through. I'm like, yeah, good.
So she's on what? She's on Raw?
SmackDown.
Bianca's SmackDown. She got drafted. She didn't really do anything on Raw looking back.
So what's it going to be? It's probably going to be Sasha versus
Bianca. And I think that can main event night 1 if they do it right.
Unless Charlotte's on Raw. Never mind.
Charlotte's Raw now. We don't know what she's doing. Oh, no, she's talking with her dad and Lacey, which is
that's stupid.
Strange.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a really strange storyline. Moving on though, so Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens was fun, and
yes, it was.
I think the moment we all remember is the golf cart moment, which I don't know, Sam, if you've seen it, but they fights like where the backstage area is at Tropicana Field. There's like a warm up ring in front of him. Kevin Owens like slow gets back to his feet. Roman's not around, you can't see him anywhere, but like the camera like zooms out, and then the second that Kevin Owens walks forward, Roman Reigns with a golf cart just hits him immediately, and it's so fucking funny. He like breaks the windshield.
He smashes right through the the screen.
And Roman watched
that sounds hilarious.
It was great.
It's amazing. Dan Housen made a funny tweet like the second this happened, where it's like it's a gif of Mr. Burns driving in The Simpsons. He's like, I can't believe it, and it's like something hits the windshield. It's so funny.
I'll look that up.
It was a great moment, and it was funny. I know people were like, oh, they copied AEW, and I'm like, I mean, Kenny's like, no, they did it well. Everyone shut up. Like Kenny tweeted about it really well. He said they did it good. Everyone just shut up about it. We didn't invent it. Blah blah blah. But it's just fun to see stuff like that. It was just a car crash match too. But as we all expected, we had to explore the Thunderdome. Got to see the backstage area. Kevin Owens worked his ass off. He did a cool frog splash. He did a swanton off a forklift. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I love his swanton.
And then there was that moment where Owens handcuffs Roman to like the light fixture or something, and then they couldn't get him out, and Paul's trying to get him out.
Heyman has like 10 different keys. He's like, which one is it?
He knows. He's like, and the referee's like, this isn't the finish, and I can't count him, but it'll be logical if I count him, but I can't count him because then he'll lose because he can't get up.
You can't call it like a shoot here because that just fucks over Roman. Because like Roman, you can't really do that to him right now. Yeah, he's such a big deal. So it's like I love when he threw the ref into like the lighting ring. That was funny because it was also like such in character thing for Roman to do. And then then there's the Heyman thing. It's like, is it this key? No, Paul, that's my house key. Is it this one? That's my car key. Paul, what are you doing? And it's like, okay, we got him out like 20 minutes later. That's like the one bad thing about the match, that the finish was like, oh shit, well, that sucks. But it was so fun though as a match.
Roman's gonna beat Edge, right? If we're talking about
we'll get to that. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of that, the men's rumble was right after this, and yeah, Edge won from number 1, undoing the 2004 redacted rumble. Now Edge went from number 1. Reyes went from number 2. Since this hasn't been the first. I think this is the first time since the redacted rumble this has happened.
It's technically the same thing. It's the same thing. You know?
Yeah. Because, redacted went from number 1 in 2004. But I could say that this person won instead and not get in trouble for it because, let's leave it at that. But yeah, Edge, he lasted a long time. Orton was number 2, but he pulled the take a break backstage stuff that Roman did a couple years ago in 2016, I think it was. Oh, I thought I'm like, is Orton going to win again at the very end? But thankfully it didn't happen because it wouldn't make sense for him to win.
I fucking wish.
But no, it was a really exciting Rumble too. I just think I prefer the women's slightly mainly because of the ending, because the ending was really quick looking back. But but this Rumble was not just like a one-man show. We had a lot of good moments here because Carlito came back looking jacked as hell. Like, holy shit.
Original theme song?
Yeah, original theme song.
Yeah.
He can't spit, though, because, restrictions, understandably.
I spit in the face of people who don't want
he had a good showing. Didn't do a ton, but it was nice to see him there. He was supposed to be on Legends Night, which he didn't get to show up for because of travel, I think. And then we also had a great return, which I was shocked when this happened, is that Christian's back, too. And I was like, no way. And it's been reported since then that he is going to be a part-time wrestler. He's going to keep wrestling, and it's really nice to hear because he looked great too. I thought he looked so good. And there's been a tweet since that he tweeted a picture of him and Christian after Christian won a Fatal 4-Way match in 2014, which that match never happened. So Mania. There's a couple things they can do with Big E. I think for Mania, you could do Christian. I think you could do Rollins to help Rollins elevate Big E some more, have him defend the title against him. And also, Seth came back from return.
That would also be a throwback.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot they can do for Big E, and I think I'm excited for whatever he's going to do come Mania season, because I think he's going to maybe be Universal Champion by the end of the year, or by SummerSlam, I think. Tough to say. What else? What did you guys think of the men's Rumble? Now we're on it, too.
I thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's just like there was...
I'm trying to think about what happened.
I mean, it was kind of
what
like...
happened.
It wasn't. I don't think it was as eventful as the women's match, but it was still really fun. I thought it's just like the ending was really quick, cool returns. The Hurricane came back too.
Yeah, I heard Hurricane came back. Nice.
He was the fastest elimination in the match. It lasted like 30 seconds.
Of course.
Damian Priest made his debut. I almost forgot to mention. He looked great. I thought eliminating Miz and Morrison at once, eliminating Mayor Glenn Jacobs, and he also eliminated Elias, which was pretty good showing. And now he is on Raw, which I wanted him on SmackDown because Raw makes me scared sometimes.
Raw sucks.
Yes, as we know, but they seem to be going in on him at least. So it's like we'll be hopeful.
They went in on Keith Lee too, and look what happened.
I mean, he's sick right now. I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Mia Yim got COVID. Yeah, which sucks. I feel like he would have been in the Final Four 100%. Sucks. So I replaced him with Edge, but I didn't get it. None of us got the Final Four right anyway. For those who know, we did bonus predictions, and one of them was the Final Four. No one got it right.
No one.
Yeah, what was the Final Four?
Men's, it was Edge, Seth, Christian, and Braun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then women's, it was Rhea, Charlotte, Bianca, and Natalia, because she was number 30.
Oh, gotcha.
Very much one of these things is not like the other in that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Natalia. But, it was a really nice show.
I almost changed my winner to Natalia. But
really?
I wanted to keep with
that would have been bold.
I wanted to keep with
Lana was in the match, as I thought, and she eliminated Nia Jax. But that's really about all she did.
That's funny.
I mean, it made sense for the storyline. I guess we'll stick to WWE. We had some releases this week, unfortunately. We'll go from good to the bad.
Releases?
Releases. Yeah, there's 2. The big one, this one happened apparently a while ago, is that Lars Sullivan is gone.
Oh,
so he's no longer, he's not lurking anymore. He's very much moved on, and it sounds like it was very amicable agreement from what he said. He said like there is very professional, very well handled. So he's not too. He also blamed himself for some of his shortcomings. He kind of owned up to what he's done in the past. So
dude,
it's kind of like a growth for him. Maybe a redemption arc, but still
redemption arc. Remember that time I did gay porn? Now I'm good.
He's at least owning up to it. At least
you can't really do a redemption arc with a freaking monster.
Yeah.
True. He's gonna go.
He just beats up things more.
Raph just shows up at the independent circuit when COVID's over. just don't put him near Effie or something like that. Eventually, that would be awkward. Yeah, it's just. At least it wasn't done badly. There was one that was a bit unfortunate, and also like the way it was handled for them. Steve Cutler is gone too, but this one is for pretty much a whole different reason. That's because he was not smart. Holding a COVID party.
He had a COVID party.
Yeah, and this pissed off Vince because he promised people like Roman a safe working environment. It's like you can't do that to someone who beat leukemia, dude.
Yeah.
Now, what entitles a COVID party is not
like a mass gathering.
Just
like,
I guess
yes.
like a rager, basically, like before
small
like COVID
spaces,
happened.
no mask.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a normal
bad.
party.
Yeah.
A normal party.
Yeah, like look, we've had a Plymouth, just like now it's COVID, so it's really frowned upon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that basically. It's just you can't really do that these days. So it's bad. And I saw Deanna Purrazzo tweeting about it too. I was like, oh, this is fine. I'm like, oh, come on, Deanna. No, don't do that. And I was really upset with them. So
it's because
it's
Deanna also got COVID back in January.
Oh, did she? I was about to say when in January? Because
Yeah.
she wrestled in January. I'm trying to think. Must have been after Hard to Kill then. Because I haven't watched what she's done since then. But that's not great. So it makes sense now where that came from. And also Casey Catanzaro was at like some bunch of gatherings too. I'm like, oh, why is everyone being stupid right now? To be fair, it's Florida, which is a state we don't want to talk about because how dumb they are. But still.
Well, Florida, their governor's like kept everything open. He doesn't give a shit.
Joe, close them all down. If you're somehow watching this, number 46. Oh, man. We'll see what happens. Florida, we should just saw it off. The nation, forget about them.
I agree.
Just do that Bugs Bunny gif. All right. Anyway, let's stick to the positives. Talk about wrestling. Let's not go into like that whole rabbit hole of stupid shit. Back to AEW.
They have about COVID.
AEW stuff. The women's eliminator tournament, which is actually going to put some spotlight in the women's division, has been announced, and it's an interesting bracket. I don't know everybody who's in the bracket, but it's a 16 woman bracket, 2 sides. Got the U.S., which is going to be on Dynamite, and interestingly enough, they're going to be taping stuff in Japan. I don't think it's going to be live because time zones and all that shit. It's the Japanese side. Some faces we know. Aja Kong is one we've seen on Dynamite before, or on AEW before. Yuka Sakazaki will be back. I don't know everybody in there, but there's someone in there called Mikey Otto or whatever her name is, and her Twitter is great. You go on her Twitter and it says, "Hello, I am a dickhead," and also another one of her tweets is, "What's up, motherfucker?" So I'm like, holy shit.
Oh wait, I know. I think I know who you're talking about. I think
Maki Odo is her name, and I'm like, what is this person needs to go far?
Oh, like, I just pulled up the field here. Yeah,
let's say there's a lot of names I would butcher. So the U.S. side they're names that we all know because they're pretty recurring characters on Dynamite. Eric, since you have them up, you want to name them?
Yeah. So for the Japanese side, and please bear with me on pronunciation. We got Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, Benny, Emi Sakura, Ryo Mizunami, Mai Zaruga, Rin Kadokura, and Mikey Otto.
Mikey
Otto,
I think.
Mikey Otto.
I wish Mikey Otto. He's been over there recently. He was a referee a couple times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was back in the summer though. And on the U.S. side.
So that's Japanese. The U.S. side, we have the current NWA Women's Champion Serena Deeb.
That's my pick, by the way.
And Rio, we have Dr. Britt Baker, Ty Conti, Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose, Anna Jay, and Layla Hirsch.
Yeah, Layla Hirsch, someone who's been really getting out there recently. I've been seeing a couple of missions that are pretty interesting. We don't see who's not on there. Abaddon's not there. Who else isn't there? Big Swole's not there. That's kind of surprising.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird ones there. Maybe it's because like they had to like find the right people to be in it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But like I said, who I want to win is Serena Deeb. I think she's fucking awesome. But I don't know if they would do a double champion thing with her. Because I imagine the winner is probably going to win the belt, considering how long Sheeta's had it.
Mm-hmm.
And sucks she isn't on TV that much, considering she does have good matches. She doesn't really get to do anything. Is the only thing, which sucks. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think they should have had one of these been like a surprise entrant and like a newcomer or something, and just like
Taya Valkyrie, because I don't know we still know where she's going,
or whoever, and just like because they need something to boost up their women's division.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
the one thing.
and I think it should be an established name that like people know instead of like bringing all these, you know, Japanese superstars over. Like, no offense to them or anything, but just
collaboration still. They're very like of like a very, what's the word I'm looking for, partnership heavy thing. I mean, there's NWA people on the women's side too for America. Well, the champion is AEW talent still, but Thunder Rosa still signed NWA.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could see Thunder Rosa win it. Wait, Thunder Rosa is in it, right?
She is, but she's already face sheeted before is the thing.
And she's feuding with Britt Baker right now.
Yes, and they had a pretty good match on Dynamite, I thought too.
It's probably gonna be someone from the Japanese side then.
I think it's Britt or Deep is winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I want Deep to win, as I said, but I think Britt is probably the most likely because I think she's the person who's going to beat Cheetah because like she's like the most prominent person in that women's division right now. Which one you said? Britt Baker is probably going to win the whole thing. Yeah. She's super prominent. She's super charismatic now. She's come a really long way compared to when Dynamite started. If you ask me,
I might say Britt then because I think you're right.
I think it's pretty safe. It's a pretty safe pick because I think Nyla's lost to Cheetah I think twice now. And I kind of feel bad. I feel like Nyla, she's developed a lot too, but she doesn't really get to do anything, I feel like, which sucks. But, you know, it's interesting. It's something at least for the division to do. I hope they actually get TV time. And hopefully it doesn't go on dark that that women's tournament did. It
probably will be. It'll be like how some of the Dusty Classic matches are on 205 Live.
Yeah, that's weird. But like that's a big bracket, though, to be fair. It's a lot bigger than usual. That's why they're doing that. Because there's all these like 205 tag teams. I'm like, what is this? But then whatever. Enough of that. Sticking AEW. Oh, we got more news. I guess there's a woman involved with this one too. You guys ready for the Black Tornado to show up on Dynamite on March 3rd?
The what?
Because that's Shaq's finisher. That's Shaq's finisher. It's called the Black Tornado. That's his finisher.
Oh yeah, he said something. He said something on like NBA TV about it.
It was so funny. I actually really thought that thing was funny. He's talking to like the NBA panelists. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to wrestle Cody Rhodes on March 3rd." And they're like, and they're all like, he's from a famous wrestling family. He's like, "I don't care. I'm going to fight him." He calls him like Cupcake Cody Rhodes, and they're like, "All right." And then they ask him, "Shaq, what is your preferred wrestling finisher?" He's like, he takes off his glasses. It's called the Black Tornado. He like looks dead in the camera and says that. It's actually, like I said, it's hilarious. You got to go and watch it. And he's like, "Can you show us Shaq?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." He stands up, walks like one of the plexiglass barriers. He's like, all right, he does like a spinning back fist or whatever it is, and he hits like the plexiglass and it bends back. And he's like, "I'm gonna do that to you, Cody Rhodes. I'm watching you." It's super funny. He's like super serious too. Like you could tell he's trying his best. But I'm like, it's a match.
I'd watch Shaq once a week on AEW.
I mean, it's gonna be a one-off. It's Shaq. And Eric is concerned, I feel like, with this, looking at him right now on the camera.
I don't know. I understand it's just a partnership because, TNT and the NBA are on the same thing, and Shaq has been wanting to wrestle, but I kind of want to see him against the Big Show. I thought that's the match I wanted to see. But
yeah, it was teased in Mania that one year too.
WrestleMania 32, but it's a mixed tag match.
Yeah, he's got Jade and Red Velvet too.
Yeah, so I think
because Brandy's having a kid.
Yeah, I think those two are going to do most of the ring work.
Yeah, I'm also interested to see how Jade is. She's been someone who's been kind of prominent recently too since she debuted. So I'm curious of what she does because she's like terrifying because she's ripped and like bigger than Cody. I'm like, what the fuck? This woman could beat the shit out of anybody. I feel like.
It's funny. But, yeah, I'm also scared because let us not forget the WCW situation involving one David Arquette.
He's an actual wrestler now, at least, isn't he?
Yeah, no, but
But back then.
But back then, you know what I mean? And that
we don't want
celebrities winning shit back then was like.
Can you fucking imagine Shaq does the fucking Black Tornado on Kenny Omega and wins the world championship one day?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be fucking hilarious. He walks up on NBA Live the next night with the title. He's like, "Yep, I did that. I beat Kenny Omega for this with the Black Tornado." Does it again for somebody. Knocks out like Charles Barkley with it.
Yeah,
imagine the scenes. It's like some DDT shit I'm describing right there. But this is March 3rd on Dynamite. It's not gonna be in Revolution because Revolution, we do have an indication of what's gonna be on that card. We have the street fight that we knew about with Sting and Darby, but we also have the tag title match figured out. As it's going to be Jericho and MJF against the Bucks, and how the Bucks gonna make Jericho keep up with their pace. I'm concerned because
excited.
Jericho's getting up there. The Bucks are really fast.
He just did a lion salt, I heard. What are you talking about?
But in this kind of pay-per-view match with the Bucks,
oh, he'll be fine. It's Chris Jericho. That man can keep going for another 10 years.
What about you? What are you thinking, Eric, with that?
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm thinking they're gonna put the titles on Jericho and MJF just to get that like comedy aspect out of it. I don't know.
I think the Bucks are retaining.
I really hope they do retain.
Yeah, I think the Bucks are retaining this because I don't know if you guys have seen Dynamite this week, but there was a segment backstage after where it's like Sammy and Jericho kind of like an argument where it's like because Sammy was eliminated last by Jericho. It was like a dual elimination, but he was in there when Jericho threw out I think Darius Martin top flight. So they both fall out, and Sammy's like, Jericho, why'd you start teaming with him? Why do I feel like dead weight? Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah,
and Sammy leaves. He walks out, and Jericho goes to chase him, but then he leaves everybody else alone. MJF goes, all right, everybody else here left in the room, which is like Hager, Proud and Powerful, and Wardlow. He goes, I think it's time we have a chat. And then Wardlow chased the camera guy out, and so we don't know what was said in there. So I think the Inner Circle's breaking up sometime soon, if you ask me. And it could be as early as Revolution, because I think something's going to happen there, and they're not going to win, and it's going to lead to some dissension. And Sammy's going to turn face and leave. Mm-hmm. That's the most logical thing that's going to happen. Inner Circle probably going to come to win, and I think Santana Ortiz can go back to the tag division.
MJF was definitely going to destroy the Inner Circle. That was his whole purpose. That
was the point. And then imagine it turns Jericho babyface, which we haven't seen that in AEW, so that'll be cool. And then
Jericho's probably gonna. I joke about him going another 10 years, but he's probably gonna retire soon.
He has another year or two, I think, left, but he'll be like a commentator.
They'll pair him up with him. It's gonna be him and Shivani on commentary,
which would be amazing because they also hate each other in kayfabe because they're gonna argue all the time. Because like he always makes fun of Shivani. That's the thing about that.
Exactly.
But yeah. I think it's really it for the AEW front of news. I think the only thing left really is NXT TakeOver news and anything else. You guys anything else?
We have New Beginning in Hiroshima coming up.
Oh yeah, that's coming up this coming week. Yeah, let's go to that before we go over to NXT because that's more soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Hiroshima, we have a new match added. It's going to be a never openweight 6-man title match as Jay White, as I said, has recently returned, and is going to be him and the Guerrillas of Destiny, is it, against the 6-man champions?
Yes.
So it's going to be them versus Chaos. I think they were originally going to have Chaos fight Young Lions, but I think that's going to replace that match now for night 2. And that's actually kind of tricky. I'll think about that one some more. Who's going to win that? But the rest of the card is pretty much the same, I think. Go ahead.
Ooh, let me find it.
Let's say Eric's gonna find the card.
I have the card, but I don't think they've updated it yet I think originally it was gonna be Bullet Club, Jado, Guerrillas of Destiny versus Suzuki-gun, Doki, and Dangerous Tekkers.
Yes,
was the original match, and then
that was night 2.
So that's being replaced. And then they can't do it on the 10th because that's when.
Yeah, they can't do it night 1 because that's a title match between God and Tekkers. That's the rest getting a rematch.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got to be night 2, and you can just replace the 8-man tag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It makes the most sense. It's more of a featured match. There's a story going into it. It's a whole different. There could be a title change. Who knows what's going to happen with that?
Yeah.
So
it started with Jay White coming back and attacking Ishii, getting revenge from the G1. G1 and New Year's Dash.
Yeah, because the G1 he beat Jay White, and that's why Jay White didn't win.
Yeah, that's what he's claiming he didn't win. And so he's teaming up with God, and they're gonna try to take the never openweight 6-man titles, which Chaos has not defended in couple months.
Damn, it's been a while. I thought they've at least defended them once or twice since then.
It's because during like the road to New Beginning, they've been teaming with Okada and doing like revolving.
Oh yeah, that's right. We also had
Yodo.
We also had World Tag League, and then WrestleKingdom itself happened. KOPW stuff. So they're all kind of doing their own thing. It's Goto, Ishii, and Yoshihashi have them, right?
Yes.
Because Yano has KOPW and Okada's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Is Okada feuding with anybody, or is he kind of just making the rounds?
It's Okada and Evil, and he's trying to get revenge after
New Japan Cup, right?
The New Japan Cup, defeat.
Yep, and that's coming up too, sooner than we think.
Yes, it is March 5th. March 5th.
Yeah. I'm excited. Hopefully Shingo wins because I want Shingo to win the New Japan Cup. Because
Jay White's gonna win.
I want Shingo to win. He needs something after we fucking lost. And I bet against the Ace. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, dummy.
What?
Dummy.
I bet against him at fucking wrestling. I felt stupid for that too. Damn, I
never bet against the Ace. But and Hiroshi Tanahashi's the new never openweight champion.
Yeah, first time ever.
Defeated Shingo in the longest never openweight match in history's 35 minutes in a freaking barn burner, and Shingo dropped Tanahashi right on his head. It's the scariest thing you've ever seen.
I'd say Tanahashi at that age taking bumps like that, Jesus Christ. I mean, he could still go, to be fair.
Oh yeah, and then they still went like another 8 minutes. It's like, oh my god.
I mean, I knew those two would put on an amazing match. It's Shingo Takagi's like been pulling up barn burners left, right, and center. He's had a really good start to the year, just sucks he lost the belt. But I think he's going to be elevated to main event scene by the end of the year. I think because he is insane. I didn't realize he's older too than I thought. He's like 37. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he did Dragon Gate primarily before he went to New Japan.
He had a little bit of stint at Ring of Honor. He was Ring of Honor Tag Champions.
That was a question. Shoot your shot once. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was back in like 2006 though. So that, I mean,
who's gonna know that?
Yeah.
All right, but that's I guess another New Japan news. I think. Well, everything else we kind of already knew about. Ibushi versus Sonata is going to be event night 2, obviously, because that's the double title match. New Japan Cup is next month. We got Castle Tag at the end of the month. So we're pretty busy going on right now.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot. Yeah. What's that, Sam?
I just said wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling in Japan is actually it's actually somewhat normal over there. Whereas compared to us, where we're still like, yay, empty arena show. Make noises.
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome's still cool. But
award-winning, critically acclaimed Thunderdome.
Man, they'll be back. They'll be back at a stadium come April because Mania is going to be there.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I guess we'll go to the NXT front for a bit because we haven't really mentioned them a lot. There might be an NXT Championship match at Mania.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be really because Balor reportedly wants one, as we heard a couple months ago. And hey, they might give it to him because the people know who Finn Balor is, so why not? I'm nice to see him back like on a big stage, like the main roster stuff, or just like in a big match. Who he faces, we don't know yet because Edge did tease it on NXT, which I don't think is going to happen because I think Vince would rather have Edge versus like a big name like Roman for like the big championship, even though he never lost that title because Edge is like, I want the title I never lost back. I'm like, but it's like, the Universal title replace the World Heavyweight title. If Edge wins, he bring back the big gold belt, which
I saw something. I saw that. It's like it's Edge wins and then he pulls out the big gold belt. It's now the World Heavyweight title.
That'd be so cool though because I missed that belt.
But it's kind of like what Moose is doing though in TNA.
Oh yeah, that's right because he has the white Impact. The white strap on the Impact title looks really cool. I like how that looks. Yeah. I think it looks better.
So if they do that, which I doubt they will, it's worried they're going to compare to Moose.
Yeah, I think I think if he picks Roman, I think Roman's going to win.
Yeah, Roman's going to win.
It's going to be sad because like Edge. I mean, but it's also like Edge. The Night of Mania is on 10 years to the day that Edge retired. Like exactly. Which is like, they could do that too, where Edge could actually do it. But like against Roman,
you can't have Roman lose against
Edge.
And
Edge never wanted to come back. Edge never wanted to be in the title picture. He
just wants to wrestle, I think.
Yeah, exactly. He even said like, I never expected to be in the main event, win the Rumble, be in main event WrestleMania. That's what I wanted.
Okay, I heard a report saying it was his idea to win the Rumble, and I'm like, wait, what? So like apparently I don't know where this came from.
That's Vince for sure.
That's it because he's like Edge is on the creative team on Raw, so it's like,
is he?
Yeah, he is. Apparently, Brian does SmackDown, Edge does Raw, from what I understand.
That makes sense though.
Yeah. So I don't know. That could be a whole load of bollocks, but I have no idea. So I don't know. It's interesting because like if you do Edge versus Balor, that'd be fucking amazing. I think, but I think it's gonna be Balor versus probably Cross.
Yeah.
Because I heard Cross is a big deal in NXT. They want to keep pushing him. It's cool seeing like kind of develop more as a character as he's not going for the title right now. So I think having him and Balor at Mania would be cool. Plus you get the cool entrance at Mania in front of like in a stadium atmosphere. Plus you get to see Balor again on a big stage. So why not
bring back Demon for WrestleMania?
Didn't Dallas say the Demon's dead though?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
What?
Yeah.
No.
But against Cross, I could see it if like he wants to pull show him everything he can do. But if it's not Cross, who else would it be? I'm trying to think, because you don't have Balor retain at Mania.
They're already doing Pete Dunne.
Which that'd be good. But that's gonna be an amazing match. Kyle's already had his shots.
Pete Dunne is coming up.
You think he's gonna be leaving after this?
Adam Cole again, maybe.
That's what I was thinking, but it's like again.
Cole again, but they've done a couple already.
But hey, it's a good match.
It'd be good. It's
Gargano.
Gargano had to lose Kushida.
Maybe someone returns to NXT.
Ciampa?
No, they're gonna do tag team Ciampa and Thatcher.
Don't have them win. I don't want them to win.
I think they're gonna win.
I want MSK to win or GYV, like an actual tag team. But I'm trying to think who else it could be. I'm trying to think. I wish Walter could come over, but fucking restrictions.
Yeah. I mean, he can come over, but Walter won't come over because
he doesn't want to.
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf's back, but he's like the one person that's not over there right now. Because I don't think he doesn't want to travel. I think because understandably so, because he's smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'd be fucking cool as shit to see Walter do a stadium entrance.
That would be lit.
But that probably won't be for a couple of years. So I don't know, but like otherwise, a Mania. We're kind of piecing out the card. I think it's Edge Rumble main event night 2, probably Bianca Sasha main event night 1. Because I don't know what's Drew gonna do. I'm trying to think if they don't
It'd probably
do
be Drew versus Oh, that's a
Keith?
good point. Yeah,
Sheamus?
probably Keith is what I was thinking of.
Sheamus, because like
Or Mustafa.
no, it's gonna be
No.
Ali and Kofi. Ali and Kofi. They're building that up for Mania, I think.
Oh,
'Cause
are
that's
they?
like, yeah, Ali's like the story with them is like, oh, you took my spot from Kofi from 2019. That
Oh,
whole
yeah,
remember how
yeah,
Ali
yeah.
got injured, that stuff. It's cool seeing them bring up long-term storylines.
Yeah.
So that'll definitely be like the Mania opener one of the nights, I think, because that's a good way to start the show. It's like two work rate guys having a good match of a story. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what Drew will do. If you want to build the Sheamus stuff, because they have a lot of history, but like Sheamus, Drew on Mania,
Yeah.
man, it's tough. They still got time. I believe what they can do with Drew. Looks like Brock comes back, which
I was gonna say that's why I keep saying I think Brock Lesnar is just gonna come back.
but I think Drew would just beat him again, though. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think Drew would just win because I think Drew should lose to like a guy who's coming up like Keith eventually. Because there's no way Miz is gonna cash in.
I was
There's
gonna
no way
say
Miz.
now we have
There's
Miz.
no fucking way Miz is cashing in because like he's treated like a joke with that briefcase.
Yeah,
Let's
because
be real.
even if he does cash in at WrestleMania, it'll always be compared to Seth Rollins, and like
which is like the best cash in ever at Mania.
it wasn't as good as Rollins. And
I mean, the Rollins cash in is probably the best one.
Yeah, hands down.
It's like that or RVD
Edge.
was Edge at New Year's Revolution, or it's also like
Kane cashing in that night was always
that's so
one of my
forgettable though.
favorite.
It's
Really?
very
I
forgettable.
love that one.
It's all right, but like there's other ones out there which I think are better. Punk at Extreme Rules where he started his heel turn because it hit all of us in the heart.
Jack
yeah, that's
Swagger.
Oh yeah, cashed in on Jericho after WrestleMania, which that happened so quickly. And then he lost all his personality because like you could see the personality leave his face as he cashes in.
Yeah,
which is funny. But yeah, that's about it for. Oh yeah, Cesaro resigned. I forgot to say that. That's like the last thing.
Cesaro.
Because
Oh,
we all thought-
Cesaro. No, Cesaro's on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's on SmackDown. But like, I guess we didn't talk about that yet. Yeah, the last thing we can really mention before we go to Superstar of the Week is Cesaro has re-signed. It was reported that because he was supposed to get the treatment that Nakamura got on the way to the Rumble, have that gauntlet match showing turn face, blah blah blah. But he hadn't signed a new contract yet, and it led a lot of us think, oh, is he gonna leave? Where's he gonna go? New Japan? Somewhere else? Indies? No clue.
He re-signed.
But he did re-sign, which I think is fair. He's someone I could see as being like a good set of hands and maybe get a push here every once in a while. He just seems happy there, so you can't really blame him.
He's
right?
too good for there. He's so good, and his talent
know that, but it's
wasted.
He's in his 40s. I think he's just like, I might as well just make my money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make a good living.
God, is he in his 40s?
He doesn't look it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
Look at it, it looks great.
fantastic. All that CrossFit with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, exactly. Him, Becky, and Seth all do it. CrossFit fiends.
Yeah,
that's what I call him. But yeah, that's to see him sticking around. I could see him again, like some of a push because he beat Bryan twice now. I think they were clean both times too. So yeah, give him a push.
He made Bryan tap out on SmackDown this week.
Made him tap out.
Tap out.
Yeah, that's big.
Wow,
that's fucking big. So if I'm IC champion,
I could see that.
I think it's gonna be Big E, Seth, or Big E somebody else, or Big E Christian. One of those is gonna happen. Big E has a lot of stuff he can do right now, so
yeah,
not really worried about what he's gonna do. But yeah, that's it for about all the headlines. Superstar of the week. Let's transition over to there and talk about our pick. We alluded to them earlier. Talk about the Rumble matches and all that stuff. Our Superstar of the Week this week is going to go to the women's Royal Rumble winner, Bianca Belair, joining a very kind of exclusive club of people who have won who are from the women's side of things. I think Rhea was our first one. Rhea was our second one. I think that's kind of been it, I think, who's won Superstar of the Week on this show for women. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else. I'll have to go back into my notes and see who else won it. But yeah, like I said, we talked about it earlier, showcased really well in the Rumble. Only downside is that there was that weird moment at the finish where she did the Rock in 2000 thing, but still racked up a lot of eliminations. Was the Iron Woman, super nice one. It felt real, like in the promo afterwards. Super nice stuff backstage of Montez and stuff like that. And someone who, hard to say if she won at Mania. It's kind of tough right now because if it's Banks, she's never won at Mania either. Could easily main event night 1, I think. And yeah. A lot of direction coming forward. That's what I think about it. Anything else?
No.
All right. Pretty straightforward stuff there. Congrats to Bianca Belair for winning that. Pretty concise. I like that. So before we get to the fun game, before we wrap up things today, we're going to take a quick sponsor break. As always, the Shoot Style Sauna is sponsored by StreamBeats. There is a new album out for StreamBeats, everybody. It dropped yesterday. We got StreamBeats Dubstep now available on any platform of music, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. It's there. Coming up later this month, we get StreamBeats Rock about... They could get Kanye. I don't know. But for those who don't know what StreamBeats are, to recap, StreamBeats are copyright-free music that you can use in any form of content. We use it on this podcast for some of our transition segments. We use it on our YouTube videos most of the time, and there are more genres coming out. As I said, later this month, we get StreamBeats Rock dropping, I think, mid-February, so give about 2 weeks. I think we'll have that out for you. 2 releases a month, a PC giveaway for every StreamBeats release. Other stuff coming out this year. Other stuff coming out, we'll probably see StreamBeats Jazz, maybe StreamBeats Blues, StreamBeats Metal later this year. Lots of good stuff they're working on over there. And the eventual goal is to have a big enough library for people to fight copyright strikes and to not get licensed by record labels, so we don't get in trouble for having music in our videos. But want to check them out, look up StreamBeats or Harris Heller on Google, YouTube, anywhere you listen to music, and it's all free. Don't pay for it all. It's good stuff. Check it out there. All right, so close things off. How about we play a nice little fun game? Fun game. As like we are going to play a game called Sign, Push, and Fire, where we take 3 people.
I love that.
And yeah, it's like fuck, marry, kill, but you do this instead. It's wrestling related.
This.
We did this once before, but it was like a while ago. It was pretty impromptu. I think Tim had this idea, and then we kind of we haven't done it since then. All right, so I got 20 prompts here, and we're going to go through each one. Oh, one of them we just mentioned. So our first one, whenever you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sign, Push, Fire. Cesaro, Aleister Black, and Sami Zayn.
I hate this.
I'm going to feel so bad with some of these. I'm going to feel like an asshole. We'll go Eric, Sam, then me.
Push Aleister, sign Sammy, fire Cesaro, because I think Cesaro could do great stuff other places too.
So like New Japan, which I think where he's like his next best fit. All right, Sam.
Are we saying, so is this like hypothetically like our own wrestling promotion, or are we just putting
Either way, it's really up to your imagination.
I guess sign Aleister Black, because I feel like he could be a draw.
Kind of like
Push
a long-term
Cesaro thing. Because he definitely needs it. Because
no, Sammy.
It's not that I hate Sami Zayn.
I know Sam loves Sami Zayn.
I love Sami Zayn. I've heard some reports from backstage that he can be an annoying little shit sometimes.
I mean, if that's Vince saying that, look at how Sammy is.
Yeah, but and I could be wrong about that. Sami Zayn, if you are listening, I mean no disrespect.
No, he seems like an actual genuine human being.
But in the terms of this game, I'm gonna have to say, Sami Zayn, you're fired.
That's sad. We're gonna be assholes.
So
we're gonna be mean. This is gonna be a hard one.
Conspiracy against Sammy,
the real Intercontinental Champion. I love how he has that T-shirt. All right, okay, me. Oh, this is one of the hardest ones, I think. Who do I sign? I'm gonna sign Cesaro, push Aleister Black, because we talk about it all the time. He's just a guy who can main event a show and people wouldn't question it because look at how fucking good he is. Hopefully soon we'll see him again. Hopefully. I just missed the guy on TV. He's won most earned twice for a reason on this show. Yeah. And God, I had to fucking fire Sam. Ah, damn it.
Sorry, yeah, see what I mean?
It sucks. All right, Sam, you'll love this next one. Danhausen, Warhorse, and Effie. Sign, push, fire.
Boy.
Going indies on this one.
This is a hard one. These are like 3 of my favorite indie wrestlers.
I love Warhorse.
Oh my god.
I gotta Google real quick.
Yeah, Effie does Effie's Big Gay Brunch. That's Effie.
I still wish they streamed that. I would have watched that.
Because we all know Danhausen. We talk about him a lot on the show.
Ricky Starks was supposed to be on Big Gay Brunch.
I'm not surprised. He's something that's been pretty well there, I think.
Let me try to think.
Starks will be on this. Starks is on this list, by the way. He'll be here later on.
Good. God, I don't know. I guess I'm so caught. I would definitely hire Effie. I definitely sign Effie because it's just all these 3 just have unique gimmicks.
You got a metalhead. You got like a demon who loves teeth in Danhausen.
A very homosexual man.
Get a representation.
Who we love very much, and
we all love Effie.
I love Effie. I guess sign Effie. I guess just as a comedy act, I love both Warhorse and Danhausen. I'm gonna have to say push Warhorse because I feel like his gimmick could be it's like potential.
It's like a modern day warrior, very much, because he has the metal attitude. He has that branding, which is super cool.
He's a modern. I feel like they could do a lot. And again, it's not that I hate Danhausen. In fact,
it's the nature of the game.
It's the nature of the game, and Danhausen's one of my favorite independent wrestlers right now. But
okay, real quick, I know who Warhorse is, but I googled him anyway. Yeah, but I did an image search, and this popped up.
What
the hell?
This popped up if you Google search Warhorse.
Is that DDT I'm looking at here?
Oh, it's a Twitter post he made.
Oh, yeah, no, he made. Oh, it's Warhorse. He tweeted that. Let's say his Twitter. He tweets in all caps. He has Yodi Lorcan on his Twitter. He tweets in all caps.
I was gonna say, do you not know Danhausen? I thought I talked about Danhausen.
No, we talk about Danhausen in here.
I heard the name, but I just didn't know who he was.
No, we all love Danhausen. Love that Danhausen.
You gotta look. If you haven't seen what he looks like, you should look up what he looks like.
It's very once you see him, you know what he. Once you see him, you know who he is.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Crazy Steve.
Yeah,
pretty much. He does interviews at ROH tapings. Super funny. He posts a lot of Simpsons. He posts a lot of Simpsons memes on his Twitter.
He interviews fucking Matt Taven for like 2 seconds. Who is from Brian Hampshire, by the way?
Yeah, Matt Taven's from Derry.
Yeah, we got one.
Right. Yeah, that's cool as hell. Eric's still thinking. I guess I'll go in the meantime.
Yeah,
I think I would. Okay, no, Eric then me.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Sam. Sign Effie, push Warhorse, fire Danhausen.
Poor Danhausen, man. Okay, with me, I think I would push Warhorse. Okay, that's the signing part. I think I would. Yeah, I think I'm the same way. Sign Effie and let Danhausen go somewhere else. I'm sure he'll make it work. I think like once again, like to any indie promotion, you kind of make it entertaining as hell. I feel bad because I would feel bad not having him, but still. All right, let's go back to the big names. Next one, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. Yeah, no, Bobby Fish gets injured too much.
So easy. So easy. Hire Adam Cole. Push Kyle O'Reilly, fire Roderick Strong. I've never liked Roderick Strong. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just like I like him in the ring. I think he's as bland as fucking cornflakes.
His most character development came in the Dexter Lumis stuff, and he was like fucking terrified, which is so fucking funny.
No, that was a good bit. I'm not knocking his.
That's really it, though. No, I agree. It's kind of it.
I just think he's bland. I've also heard. If I'm being honest, I know someone who knew him IRL. And he says he was a little penis punk, but I'm not throwing out names out there or anything.
Marina Shafir would know that, but
yeah.
Remember the picture of her in the wheelchair? Remember the picture of her in the wheelchair at them at Disney World, which is fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
Because I think Redacted called him out for that, but then Shafir posted that. I'm like, that's funny.
That is funny.
All right, Eric, you're up next.
I do think so. I'm kind of agreeing with Sam again. I think. If you sign Adam Cole, he's already a big name, so that's already drawing eyes to you. Push Kyle O'Reilly because he's kind of like the up and comer. He can freaking go.
Yeah.
We've seen him with Balor at this point. How much he can do.
And then like you can have him as a spokesperson for like diabetes or something if you want to.
I forgot he has diabetes.
Get some crossover. Get some support. You can do it. You can do it. That sort of thing.
Get some good publicity, and then fire Roderick Strong.
I think I'm the same way then. Yeah, it's really a toss up between who you want to push and hire. You can go either way with that one, but Kyle doesn't have as much exposure as Cole does. I mean, they're both former ROH World Champions.
I was gonna say, don't think that. WWE. Let's not forget, Kyle O'Reilly's no rookie.
That's true. Like I said, ROH World Champion,
former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, former Ring of Honor.
He just has that underdog.
Yeah, because you don't see you and since he's come over, he's always been a tag team guy until recently. That's the thing about him. But now we're seeing him in singles. Actually, oh yeah, right. He can do the wrestle. That's cool.
He can wrestle.
Yeah. So I'm kind of the same way. All right, let's go to a women's one next. Next up, pretty kind of across the board here, Serena Deeb, Kaylee Ray, and Taya Valkyrie.
Hire Taya Valkyrie. because that's just a big name in the women's division. What do you want to do? Serena Deeb and who else?
Kaylee Ray, the NXT UK Women's Champion.
Oh, yeah.
Someone I think is incredibly underrated.
I guess. And this is only because my brain. Push Kaylee Ray. And I guess fire Serena Deeb because I'm really not sure. I'm wearing pants, by the way. Let it not be.
About to say, wait.
And yeah, I guess fire Serena Deeb because I just don't know too much about her.
Let's say NWA champion right there.
Yeah.
And also, this fucking came out like out of nowhere since you got signed.
Former disciple of CM Punk in the Straight Edge Society.
True. Remember she got her head shaved?
Yeah,
that's her.
Yeah,
that's her. She was a trainer in the Pro Wrestling forever too.
Damn.
She retired for a bit.
And she was in the first or second Mae Young Classic.
She was in the first one. She also Piper Niven, I think. And then she's been a coach forever until she got released.
Oh, I never knew she was like an actual wrestler. That's kind of tough.
Yeah, no, she got signed. She has been showing out since she got signed, I think.
I thought it was just like a bit they did. That
no,
like,
she's like a legit wrestler.
Okay, yeah, I stand by my thing,
it's like Santino. He was just a random dude they pulled from the crowd, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now that they've both been champions, Serena Deeb was NWA champion, Santino was IC champion, Santino almost won the world title. Who was on the Rumble at one point?
Sometimes I'll just rewatch Santino Marella almost winning the world heavyweight championship.
Oh, I guess Daniel Bryan in the Chamber.
Oh my
That's so long ago. Almost 10 years now.
I think I might have watched that live and like
that was 2011, I think, or 2012.
I saw the Cobra and I remember just
if it was Daniel Bryan,
12, Daniel Bryan, 2012 because then he lost and then Sheamus happened.
That's
all right,
so
Eric,
funny.
you're up next.
Probably the same as Sam again. Push Kaylee Ray, hire Taya, and then fire Serena Deeb.
Let's say I am different.
I know how to book. Please. What can I say?
Mine is push Kaylee Ray because she is going to be a huge star in a couple of years.
Yes.
I'm going to say that right now. She is amazing. She's only 27, by the way. She's incredibly young.
Really? Wow.
Yep, she's super young. I'm going to hire Deeb instead because I think she is someone who is a great pair of hands, someone who can really help backstage as a coach when she gets older. She's only 34. I thought she was way older, but no, she's only like in her 30s. And then Taya, I feel bad. This is one of those ones again. It's like, shit. I have to leave Ty out in the dust, unfortunately. She is a great character. She's a great character, don't get me wrong, but still. All right. Ooh, let's go to the Anoa'i family, the next one. So,
oh, yeah, my favorite.
The Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, but the third one, Jacob Fatu.
Oh, hire Jacob Fatu. Like hands down. Like, have you seen
the MLW World Champion?
Have you seen the Samoan Werewolf? That man,
it's fucking scary looking.
That man is terrifying. I gotta scratch my head 1 second. I guess which one has histories of DUIs and like going to jail?
Oh, it's Jimmy, isn't it?
So I guess I'm gonna have to say
goodbye, Jimmy.
Sorry, Jimmy. Just
maybe I hope he has his own singles push when he comes back.
I know, and like I'm not dissing him. It's just I wouldn't want that.
We haven't seen him in a while either.
And if I have to pick between the two, I guess I'm gonna have to push Jay.
Because Jay has been great.
Jay's been holding it down lately.
Yeah, one most improved in the shooties.
He's good as shit. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
I think I'm in agreement here because Fatu is someone you can sign easily, put a big rocket behind him eventually, and then Jay continues his push as a singles guy, and then Jimmy. We just haven't seen you in a while, so I'm sorry, dude. I'm sure you redeem yourself elsewhere.
Again, I'm not donking his ability.
Yeah, so he might be back. He could be back for Mania.
I wouldn't want the image from my company. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, Naomi.
Sorry, Naomi.
All right, Eric, what you got?
I'm gonna have to agree with you guys because I'm just googling Jacob Fatu right now.
Yeah,
also, I like the MLW World Title.
It's fun. It's a huge title.
Have you seen his finisher, Eric?
No, I'm just.
I call the MLW title
Google
the big
Jacob
cookie.
Fatu finisher. I just want to see the look on your face when he does it.
Go on Google. I'm going Google on my phone because I don't want to make my laptop explode.
Jacob. I got to see if it's still the same one that I think it is, which I'm guaranteeing it is.
I might flash up a GIF of it in editing, just so hope I don't get in trouble for it. Where is a GIF? I'm getting like 2K. Oh wait, is this it? No, that's an image.
Just Google Moonsault. Just Google Moonsault. I'll spoil what his finisher is, but
I'll try and find it. Top 10 moves. Yeah, I can't find it.
Hold up. I got Let me just see if this is
I think
it.
Eric found it.
Yeah. Yo, he got some fucking ops.
Damn. I'll look for it myself after this is over. All right. Next
If
one,
you
whenever
see
you guys are
the,
ready.
if you go to the one that says the 10s, Jake Fatu top 10 moves, I'm pretty sure it's the number one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like a springboard.
Oh shit.
Dude, he's flying like he's 20 pounds.
He's an NOI. I don't know how to
he's
pronounce
NOI family, so he's related to everybody.
He's fucking lit, dude.
MLW World Champion too.
Wow.
All right,
Samoan
next one.
Werewolf.
The next one is a cruiserweight related one. I mean, you can debate one of these. Buddy Murphy, I know that's a debatable one for cruiserweight. Santos Escobar and Mustafa Ali.
I do like what Mustafa's been doing on Raw from what I've seen.
It's just he's a big loser right now because it's Retribution.
Yeah. What was it? It was Mustafa. It was
Murphy and Santos Escobar. Yeah. So you got. No, Ali never won the cruiserweight title. He's the one. He hasn't won out of these three.
Push Ali.
Okay.
I feel like it's much deserved. He has the talent. He has the mic ability. He's good. I definitely push Mustafa Ali. I'm gonna have to. Oh.
Who's getting the axe?
And I'm torn because I really like both of their abilities on mic and in ring.
Mm-hmm.
I guess as far as just overall better of mic and in ring, I guess I'm gonna have to say higher Santos and can Buddy.
Oh,
only because I do like Santos Escobar's mic work a little more than Buddy Murphy's.
You could see Murphy in a bit too, which is weird.
Yeah, no, and that's another thing I think I gotta take into it because I just haven't seen him like at all.
Yeah, he kind of vanished into the year. I haven't seen him. Might be in the Rumble, but no. All right, Eric, what about you?
So you agree?
Ooh.
Come on.
I'm gonna push Buddy.
Okay.
Ooh, push. Not getting the can.
Sign Santos, fire Mustafa.
Really?
Damn.
That's sad.
All right, mine. I think I would push Santos in mine. Who do I hire is the question. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like the difference between these two. I think I'm gonna hire Buddy and can Mustafa if I want like the variety, because Buddy's kind of like the powerhouse too. Same time as like being like kind of like one of the more lean guys.
Yeah.
Where Santos can kind of do everything. He has a character work. He has a stable, which is more successful. Sorry, Ali, but still. Yeah, but you know that's a really hard one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one. So repeat. Escort gets the push. Buddy gets hired. Ali gets the bin. Sorry. All right, next one. Let's go to some names of the past, but they all are still around. Carlito, Christian, and John Morrison.
Push Carlito because I just miss and loved. I loved watching Carlito growing up. Carlito's Cabana.
I remember when I went to Raw like in 2007, I got to see that live. It was him and Triple H, I think. Yeah, it was super nice. The setup was there.
So I think push Carlito. I'd hire John Morrison and sorry, Christian. You get the axe.
Damn, he just came back. Poor
dude.
I
love Christian. Don't get me wrong. I love Christian.
It's just one of those. It's just one of those.
It's business, babe.
Yeah. Black Wednesday all over again. All right, Eric, what do you got?
I'm thinking I'll push Christian because I think he can do better on top as like being the guy.
I mean, like, plus
really?
he kind of got fucked over in his world heavyweight title reigns.
Yeah, I mean, former NWA champion came back. And he came back 2008 was the guy on ECW.
It's Christian.
Yeah,
it's Christian.
It's Christian.
The fucking call is so bad.
Who are the other two again?
Carlito and Jomo.
Hire Carlito and fire John Morrison.
Oof.
Really? You're firing
Tough
Johnny?
ones.
He's a draw.
Jomo, I mean, he can't do anything though when you look at him. He can do like anything, like outside of wrestling, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna agree with Eric here. I think I'm gonna push Christian, hire Carlito, and fire Jomo. As much as I like Jomo, I thought he could be like a big guy in NXT when he was gonna come back, but no. Yeah. I mean, he's still doing fine. He's
just missed his sidekick.
Yeah, which sucks. He could be more than that. Is the thing, in my opinion.
Agreed.
But still. He's looking at an Impact and Lucha Underground. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, this is going to be a stupid one. This one's up next. So we got Toriano, Marco Stunt, and Shaq.
Is Toriano the guy in the mask that looks?
No,
like...
Yano is the comic relief character in New Japan. Basically, he's also the king of pro wrestling in New Japan.
What is
he beat John? He beat John Moxley by taping him to a turnbuckle.
He beat Zack Sabre Jr. at Power Struggle by tying his shoelaces to the guardrail. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? And he also beat Tanahashi blindfolded.
I'm looking him up now.
Yeah, he is. He's been around for a while too.
Oh, that I've seen pictures of this guy.
Yeah, this guy is a meme.
This is
much.
literally just me.
Meme.
I feel if I was in New Japan.
He's a walking meme. He walks out with DVDs, gives to the crowd.
Does he really just do the I don't know?
He does
the.
That's like a signature pose. He's been around for a long time.
This is the funniest fucking thing I think I've ever seen.
Just watch any of his matches, especially in the G1.
I think I'm gonna have to. This is so great.
You're gonna push him. You're gonna hire him.
I think I'm gonna.
Because you got Marco and Shaq also here.
I definitely. Oh, but Shaq is such a big name.
Shaq is also a meme.
I'm gonna hire Shaq. I'm gonna push Yano.
There goes Marco.
So I'm sorry,
Eric doesn't like
Marco.
Marco. I'm interested to hear what he has to say, but it's also Shaq.
Shaq. If I'm looking at my business, Shaq is like the draw.
I don't know. I'm starting to like Marco more.
Oh, really?
I like Marco.
Yeah.
I love Marco.
Originally, Eric didn't like him.
At first, he just seemed annoying, but then I don't know.
He's annoying sometimes.
This week he got tied up by Tully Blanchard. What the fuck is happening here?
Yeah,
like some weird
with
shit.
their feud with Jurassic Express. No, I'm starting to like him a little more. I'm starting to understand.
He could sing.
Him.
These guys.
Yeah,
he's super talented.
I learned a lot more about him in Too Sweet. It was the book about the indie wrestling revolution, and kind of like heard about his backstory, and I just kind of liked him a little more. I don't know,
it's a likable baby face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with push Toriano. Sign Shaq because that's just a big name. It's gonna draw money. Just gonna draw.
Even though it's gonna be stupid. Me, I think I'm gonna agree too. Imagine Yano versus Shaq in the main event of a show. Imagine how stupid that would be. Yano comes up with a basketball, probably tries to like taunt Shaq, and then like Shaq tries to dunk on him, basically. Then Yano finds a way to like get the giant down and do something stupid. Just imagine how much of a comedy match that would be.
That would be so funny.
And then we get to see the Black Tornado, Shaq's finisher. All right, next one. Let's go back to actual like work rate stuff. Next one. This will be an interesting one. Shingo Takagi, Ilya Dragunov, and Pac.
Oh,
I don't know too much about Shingo.
Shingo he's fucking amazing. He's not even 6 foot apparently. He's like 5'11". I'm like, what?
No, he's a small dude.
That's fucking terrifying. A guy that small is that big and can do that much.
Push Ilya, definitely. I love Ilya Dragunov so much. And he's still so young where he can get
yeah, he's in his late 20s, I think, which I'm like, I'm sorry.
I love Pac.
Hey, bunny lad, you gonna hire me?
I'm gonna say hire Pac, and that's only because if I don't know who Shingo, what's his last name? Shingo Takashi?
Takagi.
Yeah, if I don't know who that is, not a whole lot of other people, wrestling fans, are going to know who that is.
Unless they're from Japan.
He's a wrestler's wrestler.
Yeah, I imagine.
He's kind of like another Cesaro.
I'll have to look him up. Like I from what you're hyping up, he sounds like a great fucking.
Watch him versus Tanahashi. Like from Sam, you would love that match because I know you like Jeff Cobb too.
Oh, I love Jeff Cobb. His match.
Yeah, but say watch that.
Yeah,
watch that on New Japan World. Yes, this year in Wrestle Kingdom.
Perfect.
It's probably the best match from that weekend, debatably, or from that show. Was on a weekend. It was.
I don't know. That's the same show as Ibushi, Jay White.
I actually prefer Jay White.
It's funny.
Ibushi
Shingo
Naito,
Takagi
slightly.
just came up on my search
It's tough.
for Google Images. Oh, this guy. Yeah. I've seen him before.
The Dragon.
Never openweight champion. New Japan, former champion. Had the match of Ospreay a couple years ago.
Yeah, here's
juniors.
Here's a picture of him and Jeff Cobb. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably from this year.
I'll have to look that up then.
All right. Yeah. So, Eric, did you say yours or no?
No.
All right.
Push Pac.
Okay.
Hire Shingo. Fire Ilya.
What?
Damn.
Fool, the flying headbutt.
Ilya's still young.
Anyone can do a headbutt.
The flying
but like how
headbutt.
he does it though, when he fucking
Yeah,
like
the
launches his
fucking
whole
what's it
body
called?
at
Moscow
you.
torpedo, dude.
Torpedo
Yeah, and
Moscow.
how long do you think he can keep doing that?
Forever.
Yeah.
That man.
He might get edge syndrome. Yeah, he might get edge syndrome.
Yeah,
Well, he could come back 9 years later.
Stone Cold Sheamus.
Just
He
don't
could
get
come back
hurt.
9 years later.
Or he could have like what happened to Misawa Misawa and have internal decapitation.
Just don't get hurt.
Still get hurt.
That's terrifying. All right, me. I'm gonna push Shingo. Oh, who the fuck do I hire though? God damn it. Who would people? I get that Russian market with Ilya Dragunov at least.
Really? No. Because
No, I'm kidding.
Putin would just stop that from Aaron.
Oh yeah, actually, no, I probably would get demonetized.
Dude, just do a rad Russian gimmick with fucking.
Fucking South Park.
Yeah. That's only
damn
what
it.
I refer to that Russian gimmicks as.
I'm going to fucking
Russian
hire
gimmick.
Pac then, because if in that case, if I'll sign a Dragunov a year later. Let him come back. Let him develop himself a little more, then come back. I'm gonna have to. That's fucking hard. That's the nature of this game, though. I'm mad. Next one. Let's go to some more veterans. This will be a fun one. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, and Seth Rollins.
Oh.
Hire AJ, push Daniel Bryan, fire Seth Rollins.
Oh, goodbye, Seth. Sam just immediately goodbye, Seth.
Yeah, I'm not. I love Seth Rollins, but nah.
But it's also AJ and Bryan who are like just two legends basically at this point.
I think that's a no contest for me.
Eric, in agreement?
Agreed.
Yeah. Because so are you hiring or pushing AJ?
Hiring AJ. That's AJ Styles.
Yeah, because it's AJ Styles. He's just like, yeah, just trust him with anybody. Because he's at that point.
Yeah.
I think I think I'd kind of be the same. Bryan's towards the end of his career, so it's Daniel Bryan. He doesn't really probably.
Well, end of his career in WWE. Let's be
true.
Real.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that then. Push Bryan, hire AJ. Goodbye, SmackDown savior. I'm sorry. All right, let's go back to the women's. I think this is my only other women's one. Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte Flair, the 3 active horsewomen.
Hire Charlotte, push.
Same thinking.
Push. I'm gonna say push Sasha, X Bayley.
Okay, it's kind of what happened right now because it's kind of like right now. Eric, what about you? Eric's thinking.
Hire Charlotte.
Yeah, that's not even like a
name
question.
value.
Yeah.
Push Bayley, fires Sasha.
Really?
Ooh, other way around. Interesting. I'd say Bayley. It's hard. Bayley, it's hard with because she's kind of settling down.
I don't know. Like her heel
gimmick. She's not done, but she's kind of like doing her own thing. Like,
her heel gimmick just didn't feel believable to me. You know what
Bayley?
I mean?
It started out kind of.
I think it's only because
I think since the COVID started, it really started to like come to its own.
Yeah.
She kind of like brings liveliness into like the atmosphere, stuff like that.
I don't know.
And it's just really annoying because that's kind of her point, though.
I feel like Sasha is just so much better in the ring too.
I mean, she's probably one of the more talented in terms of that aspect. Like, your character work is pretty like all right, not as strong as like Bayley, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, mine. This is a tricky one. My thing is, don't push Flair because she's already like has a lot of accolades already.
Flair, like
she's kind of like AJ, where it's kind of like a good pair of hands.
I don't see the Flairs sticking around with WWE too much longer, if I'm being honest, too.
The Flairs?
I don't know, dude.
Charlotte definitely.
They're gonna be around.
Charlotte will never
while.
Leave.
After
she would never
all
leave.
this shit they're doing right now, I don't know.
That's kayfabe, though.
And where's Andrade?
Dead.
Where is
the
Andrade?
Fiend killed him. Didn't the Fiend kill him or do something?
I don't know.
In kayfabe? I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm gonna. Ooh. No, I don't want to push back because she came with that big push. I think I'm gonna hire Bayley because I just trust her and she has an entertaining character. I think and get a lot of like good out of like the lower card. Push Banks and fire Flair. That's a gambit right there. I'm gonna go with that gambit as much as I like all 3 of them.
Damn.
But still, that's a tough one. All right, next one. This is an interesting one. So we got Reginald, the sommelier, and then we also got Kurt Stallion and a bit of a wild card, Dragon Lee, now known as Ryu Lee.
I know, like,
ooh,
maybe Ryuli.
Yeah, he had the match with Takahashi last. He's an ROH guy more so these
Who
days.
the
But
first
still,
two you said?
Reginald,
Kurt
who was
Stallion-
Carmella's. Yeah,
Oh.
Kurt Stallion is NXT. He's like Dollar Store Hangman Page.
Okay.
But he's pretty good.
But he's freaking great. I love.
Yeah, no,
Kurt
I love.
Stallion.
I watched that promo he did. He's like, I'm going down the road. There's a shooting star in the sky. He has a pretty convincing character.
I'll look that
And then
up.
you
That
got-
sounds funny.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good interview.
And then who's the other guy?
Reginald, who was Carmella's sommelier. He's kind of been like kind of wrestling a little bit more.
Reginald?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
His ring name. I think he's actually pretty good.
Is it
Spot on,
the maybe is it the guy with the dreads?
Yeah, it's him. Carmella's assistant, or the sommelier, as I like to say.
He's kind of cool looking.
He's pretty good. I like him.
And then Kurt Stallion.
Yeah, Dollar Store Hangman. That's what Eric described him as. We first talked about him. He's 205. He's on NXT/205 Live.
Yeah, that looks like a dollar store hangman.
Yep. Him versus Escobar, I heard, was pretty good.
And he has
Go
like
back.
he has the most porn star name ever.
Yeah,
Kurt
he
Stallion.
Really does. I was thinking
Yeah.
that. This guy already had a title match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like recently. He
Damn.
lost,
Like-
but
Like this
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yep. They've building that since like November.
good for him.
All right, but who we going with?
Push Kurt Stallion. Hire Dragon Lee, and then who was the third guy?
Reginald,
Fire him.
the
Fire him.
Satch. Poor guy. Gets axed for all the stupidest reasons. I'm kidding.
Okay, so upon my research, I guess I'm going to Kurt Stallion. I think right away, I just have never seen Reginald. And I feel like Reginald is just a one-off thing and is going to be going back to the Performance Center very shortly.
Yeah, we might see him like on 205 Live a couple years from now.
Oh, I think I'm gonna. Is Kurt Stallion him and who?
Dragon Lee.
Dragon
Lee.
Ryu Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah,
I'll
he has two
hire
names.
Dragon Ryuli, since I
Is he
know
is he
him
still a TV
most.
champion in ROH?
Yep.
Damn. They haven't really done anything because of the
guess
pandemic, to be fair.
I guess I'd push Kurt Stallion and then axe Reginald, since I feel like he needs a lot more development in character.
I think I would hire Kurt and push Dragon Lee. Then yeah, again, the fire we can all agree with. Unfortunately, as much as I like him.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a tag team one next.
All right. Hey, before we do this, and maybe we can edit this part out. How many more are there? Because I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Getting
Okay.
there.
Do you wanna? I'm not gonna lie. Do you want to do a few more? Because I gotta start getting ready here.
All right, want to do like 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, that works.
All right, cool. All right, let's do the tag team one. That's a unique one.
Bet.
Usos, FTR, and God.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh,
Usos coming up again, but this time it's a tag team.
hire FTR.
Is that a hire or a fire, I heard?
No. Hire.
I'm about to say, holy
Usos.
shit.
Hire Usos. Push FTR. Axe. What was the other one? It was
Grills of
GOD.
Destiny.
Just axe God.
Damn.
No.
No
is-
particular reason, just business and sake of
I don't know about
game.
that. Eric, you're
Really?
next.
Oh man.
I think the Usos are a draw.
I mean, they are. They're also one of the best tag teams around.
I agree.
Hire
I don't
the
think
Usos.
But so is
need a push
FTR.
either.
All right. Hire Usos. Push God. Fire FTR.
FTR gets the axe. Holy
Like
shit.
this is new meta.
I think mine's going to be. Oh, this is hard. I don't want to do that to the Usos, though. I think hire Usos,
Mm-hmm.
push FTR. No.
I was gonna say now you agree with me, huh, Stelios?
I think I'm gonna hire God, push
Oh.
FTR, and fire the Usos. Unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
I just think
FTR.
I just think the Usos and God would have a better match together.
that's a fair. Again, that plus the similarities too they have.
And then you can also that build up. The promos would be freaking dope.
Yeah, them
and
yelling-
hilarious.
Tamatonga and Usos going off against each other.
Yo,
All right,
whatever
let's-
Tom is doing right now with Tai Chi's Iron Fingers is freaking
Oh,
hilarious.
does he still have it? Because he took
He
it at
still
Wrestle
has
Kingdom.
them. Yeah, he's
That's-
hilarious.
Let's see.
And like faked Taichi out and he threw him the bag, which he usually keeps it in, and then Taichi pulled it out and it's a roll of toilet paper.
That's fucking funny. All right, that's why I call this next one the heat magnet prompt. Jay White, Zach Gibson, and MJF. All heat magnets.
Zach Gibson, MJF, and who?
Jay White.
Jay White.
Ooh.
King Switch, as Eric's shirt
I was gonna
says.
say he's got the King Switch in it. I guess.
We know how Gibson can be with a mic sometimes.
I
Just
know
have no
Zach
crowd
Gibson's
around him.
good with a mic. I think I'm gonna have to give the push to Zach Gibson. In that case,
Big rub.
Jay White and who else? Sorry.
MJF.
MJF.
Oh yeah, no. Higher.
This is why it's called. This is why it's the heat magnet prompt.
Switchblade. Sorry, Eric. I've never been a fan of Switchblade. I'm sorry.
That's the point. Because he's doing his job right.
I'm sorry. No, it's not. I don't know. After watching the video of him fucking get it, I probably bring this up once per stream, but it's him, like Will Ospreay, and like I think it was like Jeff Cobb and someone else, and they were just doing a promo in Australia, and they were in like I think they were in Sydney,
something like that,
and then like fucking Switchblade's like, it's so good to be here in like not Sydney, like it was not Sydney, and you
gets it wrong,
and you just see everyone start like laughing, and fucking Ospreay just falls over from laughing.
God damn it! All right, Eric, if you've not said yours,
push Jay White, hire MJF, fire Zach Gibson.
The scenes. Let's see. All these guys are pretty young too. Looking at this one, it's actually you don't really know a lot of these. Let's see. Okay, with mine.
Quick heads up. Hold on. Quick headline: former UFC and WWE star Ken Shamrock suspended from wrestling after violent rampage.
Wait, no, I heard about that.
After violent what?
Rampage.
Oh, is it
that
probably
kayfabe? Yeah, it's Impact, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, mine. I think I'm gonna hire MJF, push Jay White, and sorry, Zach. God damn it.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the nature. Let's see, 3 more. Let's do our last women's one. Last women's one will be Britt Baker, Sonya Deville, and Shotzi Blackheart.
Britt Baker, Sonya Deville, Shotzi Blackheart. Push Shotzi, obviously. Sonya Deville and who?
Britt Baker.
I like Britt Baker, so I guess I'm gonna hire Britt Baker, and I think Sonya Deville is gonna get the cut.
Sag.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah, all these people have upsides. Is the thing about it. Sonya has all of them have some kind of like character work they can do.
Yeah, no, Sonya's
they can all go.
Especially.
They can all go. They're all relatively young, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna push Shotzi. I'm in agreement there. It's really a toss-up who I want to go with, I feel like. Since Sonya's kind of still like on like a pseudo hiatus from wrestling because what happened a couple months ago, I think I'm gonna go with hire Britt and let Sonya kind of like have some time to herself, so like get before she comes back in the ring because she's still like kind of recovering from what happened to her back in the summer. Because I don't know if you guys remember what happened at her house. Yeah,
she got broken in.
Yep. All right. Second to last one. Let's go with. I know that line. I want that one. Let's say with some big ones. John Cena, Tanahashi, and Chris Jericho.
Oof. Hire John Cena, obviously.
But is he still dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Push Tanahashi, fire Jericho, just because Jericho's like falling apart ever so slowly.
Fucking poor guy.
I mean, Tanahashi's not in the best shape ever, but
yeah,
like still look at him. But look at him.
He looks good.
Looks amazing.
Compared to
the knees.
And Cena looks great too. You know, he's just dead.
Yeah.
Good for a skeleton.
Killed by the Fiend.
I'm gonna have to agree. Push Tanahashi, hire Cena, fire Jericho. Because that Tanahashi Cena match, dream match, that'll put some asses in the seats.
It won't happen in real life, but still, because partnerships and all that. But still, what if we were robbed? Imagine Cena in New Japan. Just imagine that ever happened one day.
That'd be great.
It'd be insane. Okay, I think I'm in agreement too. Push Tanahashi, he could still do it, and he's still like pretty much a full-time guy. Hire Cena, have like be a good PR guy, make good cameos, and help put butts in seats. And then Jericho, you can work backstage if you want. Sorry, man. Have a good tour of Fozzy when COVID's over.
You have been sentenced to the producer zone.
All right, and our last
hang out in catering.
Yeah. Got some bubbly back there for the boys. All right, and our last one, another big one. More modern day people here. Walter, Kazuchika Okada, and Roman Reigns.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's too good.
Push Okada, fire Walter, hire Roman.
Fucking Sag, that hurt.
Hire Okada, push Roman, fire Walter. Sorry.
Sag.
Oh, that's a hard one too.
Oh.
But in sake of getting views, yeah.
Yeah, you want to draw money?
Because you get the Japanese market. Yeah, you get the Japanese market of Okada.
Yeah, exactly.
But Austria, no. Europeans.
Yeah, fucking Europeans.
Europeans. It's Japan, Europe, and USA, and like Samoans.
That's USA.
I mean, yeah, but still, it's like a whole. It's true. I'm dumb. I don't know geography. Fuck, my heart just broke. Push Okada, hire Reigns. God, I'm fucking gonna cry after this. Fire Walter.
Ha ha ha! It had to be done.
Did I fire both Dragunov and Walter in this? Wow,
yes, you did. You don't like Europeans.
My number one of my fucking top 10 matches list got axed. God damn it! All right. Yeah, well, we're running out of time since Sam has to go, so we'll save the other ones for another time. All right. So unfortunately, the other ones were a lot lesser named ones, so we're gonna leave those for another time. We'll do them off the air. We're gonna wrap things up there. It was a fun and rough game of this or that. Well, hire, push, fire. But we're going to wrap up there as we can sign off. Next time we'll be here, it will be, I think, right before Elimination Chambé, as I like to call it.
Really? Oh, God, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, because we're not next week. Next weekend is TakeOver, and then after that, Elimination Chamber, I think. So, yeah, we'll be here next time to talk about a little about that and whatever else has happened. Talk about whatever happened to TakeOver, any New Japan news, blah, 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 and the build to Revolution as we get closer to that show in March. But before we go, anything to plug from the floor?
Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and go like on Facebook at Shoot Style Sauna.
All right.
And our Instagram.
Buy AMC stock. That's
AMC stock. And
Yeah.
maybe once we get on the market, buy our stock too. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, for real.
GME stocks. Maybe if the government hasn't shut that down, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else? Be sure to check out the StreamBeats links below. Just check out the tracks there. Do what Eric said. Check out the Facebook page. Stay tuned for more content from us. Usual stuff. Enable notifications if you want. Hit that bell next to our name. See you next time we upload right away, so you can check out what we have and all the dumb stuff we were saying. But until 2 weeks from now, we will see you all very soon. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned for more. And as always, take care. And goodbye, Lars Sullivan.